This is going to be a project that's going to show you how to make one of these fierce little dragons. Isn't he cute? I made this one for my husband. I made a couple more for both my kids. I made them one. And I thought I would show you how cool they looked. To make this, you're going to need a 3.5mm hook or a size E hook and a tapestry needle. And my daughter wanted me to make her one that was pink and purple, so I'm only going to be using 2 colors. But this one, I have different colors for the eyes and the main part of the dragon, and the spikes are a certain color. And also they have little things on their feet here. My husband wanted black, so it's hard to see, but for their little toenails. But also, you can use crocheted eyes, or you can get beads or safety eyes. I ended up finding some little small buttons that I'm going to be using for my daughters that I'll be making today. And this pattern is brought to you by LucyRavenscar, and this is a free PDF download, so I'm going to have the description, in the description box, I'm going to have a link to her pattern so that you can go down there and download it. And I'll be showing you how to make it today. Also, to stuff the dragon, you're going to be needing some of this fiber fill stuff. Not a lot, but a decent amount. And like I said, I'm going to be making my daughter's. She requested pink and purple. And usually, like the dragon that I showed you, it has all one color, but my daughter insisted on having pink wings, so I'll be doing that. But typically you make the dragon, the main part of the dragon, all in one color. Hi guys, I wanted to put a little editing note in here because after talking to Lucy after she watched the tutorial, she was really worried because some people give up on making animals because stuffing shows through. She said she could understand when I was making my tutorial that I did it fast, because when you make the animals yourself, you really want to take the time to tighten your stitches as you go along. So when you do it yourself, if you have the time and you want to take it, take that extra step to go ahead and tighten your stitches as you go, and your stuffing won't show through. Also, I made a couple of whoopsies in the pattern, and so my dragon's a little bigger and longer than hers is, so that's why I needed more spikes. So please feel free to watch the tutorial and do the tutorial as I do, or if you want to learn more about the animals and you want to practice on tightening your stitches and all that, please feel free to go to her pattern and go right from there and taking your time and tightening your stitches and everything else. And Lucy's always willing to answer any questions if you have any. So stay tuned for the tutorial. Millimeter hook and your worst weight yarn. It's going to be 10 ply for the UK and 4 ply for the US. And what you want to do is start off by leaving yourself a little bit of a tail here. Make your slip knot. We're going to start off by making the nostrils. And mine has a little bit of bigger nostrils. I can show you here real quick. The little dragon. See? I made his not so tight just because I think it looks better personally. So it's a personal preference. You can decide how big you want your nostrils right here. So what you want to do, we're going to be using the chain 2 method. You chain 2. You go into the second chain from the hook. Then you're going to wrap your tail around. And then you can start working 8 single crochets into the second chain, working over your tail as you go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now you want to slip stitch into your beginning stitch. I usually like to count backwards. So 2, 4, 6, 8. This is my 8th. I'm going to slip stitch here. Then I'm going to chain 1. Then leaving yourself a little bit of tail here because we want to sew the 2 nostrils together in the middle. You want to cut your yarn. Now this is where you can decide how big you want your nostril. If you want it kind of big, like I had mine, then just leave it like this. If not, then you can pull this little tail that you worked over and tighten up the nostril. Just like that. Pulls it tight. Now we need to make another one of those. Except this one we won't be leaving a, we won't need to cut the tail for. But you start the same way. Give yourself a little tail here. Chain 2. Go in through the second chain. Wrap your tail around. And then pull your loop through and do 8 single crochets working over your little tail. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is my first one here. And just slip stitch. And let's go ahead and chain 1. Tighten up my tail here. I'm going to go ahead and cut this one. Just a little. Okay. Now we need to put the nostrils together. And what she says is join, let's see, get down to where she was here. Okay, she says to single crochet into the stitch after the slip stitch on the first nostril. So I'm going to go, this is the one I slip stitched into, so I'm going to go into the next one like she says. And then she says single crochet 7 in the next 7 stitches. So 1, oops, my yarn got caught on me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. She says single crochet into the first stitch after the slip stitch on the second nostril. So this is the slip stitch one again. So I'm going to slip stitch into the one above it. And then she says single crochet into the next 7 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. She says you now have the start of the nose with 16 stitches. So let's count, make sure we have our 16 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. Now that we have our 16 stitches, let's go ahead and take our tapestry needle using this first tail that we did off the first nostril here. Thread your tapestry needle. Now we're going to be sewing the part that's in between the nostrils closed. There's my other tail here. Okay, so I have this tail. So I'm going to go in through each side like this. To have a bit of a tail here, I'm going to go ahead and make sure it gets pushed down with it. Probably only going to take about 3 stitches down the middle. Again, I'm just putting this little tail through. And I think one more should do it. I'm going to pull through, leaving a little loop here. I'm going to put my hook through the loop and then just tighten it to tie a knot. And then I'm going to come down through the bottom here and just run my needle up through just to give it a little bit more secure so it's not going to come loose. Then I'm going to cut even just a little bit. Let my tails here. We're going to be working around this direction, so they're going to be hidden. So let me move the stuff out of the way. Okay, now we're going to be doing pretty much continuous the whole time. So now we're going to be making the body. She says single crochet in each stitch around. So 16 stitches. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this is my first stitch. One of my slip stitched here. Okay, so I count 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Now for round 2, she says single crochet 2 together and then single crochet in the next 6 stitches. Do this 2 times. So we're going to do a decrease, go in the next stitch, pull up a loop, go in the next stitch, pull up a loop, pull through all 3 loops. That's our single crochet decrease. Then we're going to single crochet in the next 6 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now she said do this twice, so let's do it again. Pull up a loop, go in the next stitch, pull up another loop, then pull through all 3 loops. And then again we single crochet in the next 6 stitches. 3, 4, 5, and 6. We should have 14 stitches. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I have 13 stitches. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. This is why it's important. If you have 13 stitches like I do, go ahead and in the same stitch that you just finished, put another single crochet in it. Now for round 3, it says we want a single crochet in each stitch around. So in all 14 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Now for round 4, she says single crochet 2 together and then single crochet in the next 5 stitches. Do this twice and we should end up with 12 stitches. Okay, so the first is single crochet 2 together and then single crochet in the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to do that again. Single crochet, decrease, and then single crochet 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we should have 12. Let's just make sure. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Now 4 rows, 5 and 6. She wants us to single crochet all the way around in the 12 stitches. So that's a total of 24 stitches. So all we need to do is just count out 24 and we'll have our 2 rows. So for rounds 5 and 6, we're going to be doing a total of 24 stitches. So let's start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep doing it till you have 24. 21, 22, 23, and 24. Okay. So that was rounds 5 and 6. Now for round 7, she says single crochet in the next 5 stitches, and then single crochet in the next stitch. So single crochet in the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The next we want to do 2 single crochets in the next stitch. Come on, yarn. 1 and 2 in the same stitch. Then we do single crochet in the next stitch, and then 2 single crochets in the next stitch. 1, 2. Then single crochet in the next 4 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we should have 14 stitches. 2. Okay. So for rounds 8 through 10, so for the next 3 rounds, we're going to be single crocheting in each stitch around. And we have 14 stitches. Single crochet around until we have 42 stitches. So 1, 2, 3. I'll see you back here when you have 42 stitches. 41, 42. Okay, 42 stitches. Now she says if using safety eyes, fit now between rounds 8 and 9 on either side of the head. So if you want to, you can go ahead and add your eyes here, but I'm going to go ahead and wait till the end. We just did round 10 here. So if you're going to fit them, these are rounds 8 and 9. So you just put an eye here and an eye here in between the rounds. So now for round 11, we'll single crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now you want to do a single crochet decrease, and then single crochet in the next stitch, and then again do a single crochet decrease, and then single crochet in the next 3 stitches. Try to keep your stitches tight. If you find yourself getting too loose, then try to back out and fix it to where it's not going to be so loose, so your stuffing doesn't show through. Okay, so that was round 11. Round 12 is single crochet into the next. Oh, also round 11 you should have 12 stitches. Round 12, single crochet in the next stitch, then you single crochet 2 together, and then you single crochet in the next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then again, single crochet 2 together, and then single crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. That's the end of round 12. Let's see if we have 10 stitches. 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Okay. At this point, I usually like to throw a little stuffing inside here. I recommend not overstuffing it, because then it will show through the stuffing. But if you're making it for a little kid to play with, then I would say to stuff it a little bit more, because the ones I made for my kids, they started playing with him, grabbing him by the neck, messing with his head, and they started to stretch this. And so no matter how you stuff it, you're going to see the stuffing anyway. And the head was getting mushy because there wasn't a lot of stuffing in there. So if you're making it for a kid, I say stuff it just a little bit more. Don't worry so much about the stuffing showing through, because no matter what you do, they're going to stretch it. They're going to see it. Okay. And also you can see by when you did it, you had kind of a wider angle here, and then it gets smaller, and then it gets bigger. So you don't want to stuff it too much to where you lose the definition of the head. You still want it to have that look. Okay. So we're on rounds 13. It says rounds 13 through 17 for 5 rounds. We want to single crochet in each stitch around. So 5 rounds, 10 stitches. So we're going to be doing 50 stitches, 50 single crochets. So let's do our 50 single crochets, and I'll see you back here when you get to 50. 49 and 50. Okay, that was the end of round 17. So for round 18, she says to single crochet 2 into the next stitch. Sorry, that was really loud. 2. Okay, single crochet 2 in the next stitch, and then single crochet in the next 4 stitches. Do this 2 times. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. She says do it twice, so we do this again. Single crochet 2 in the same stitch, then single crochet in the next 4 stitches. 2, 3, and 4. Should have 12 stitches now. She says for rounds 19 and 20. For 2 rounds, we single crochet in each stitch around, so for a total of 24 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 23, and 24. Let's count our stitches, make sure we have 12. Still 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. Should probably have counted them before we started those rounds. Okay, now for round 21, single crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3, and then 2 single crochets in the next stitch. 1, 2, and then single crochet in the next stitch. You need to do that for a total of 3 times. So that was the first time. Then we do it again, 2 single crochets in the same stitch, then 1 single crochet in the next, then 2 single crochets in the same stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next. That's the 3rd time. And now she says single crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. So we should have a total of 15 stitches now. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. Okay. And if I lost you back there, what we did is single crochet in the first 3 stitches, and then 2 single crochets in the same stitch, 1 single crochet in the next, 2 single crochets in the next stitch, 1 single crochet in the next, then 2 single crochets in the next stitch, 1 single crochet in the next, and then 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. Okay, for round 22, she says single crochet 1 in the next 3 stitches. So that's 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to be doing 2 single crochets in the same stitch, and then we'll be single crocheting 1 in the next 2 stitches. So 2 single crochets in the same stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. We repeat that again, 2 single crochets in the same stitch, then 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. Then one more time, put 2 single crochets in the same stitch, and then 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. And then she says single crochet in the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. We should have a total of 18 stitches now. So let's count: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Okay. Now for round 23, single crochet in all 18 stitches. 1, 2, 17, and 18. Okay, for round 24, we want to single crochet 2 in the next stitch, and then put a single crochet in the next 2 stitches. We want to do that for a total of 6 times. So that was 1. Again, 2 single crochets in the next stitch, and then 2 single crochets, well, 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So we're doing an increase, and then we're doing 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet. So that's 2. So 2 single crochets in this one, and then 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet. That's 3. 2 single crochets in this one, then 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet. That's 4. Then 2 single crochets in the next stitch, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet. That's 5. And the last one here, 2 single crochets in the same stitch, 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet. And that's 6. And we should have 24 stitches. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Okay. So now for rounds 25 and 26, we're going to be doing 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So we have 24 stitches, so it will be 48 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 46, 47, and 48. Okay, now for round 27, we're going to be doing 2 single crochets into the next stitch, and then single crochet 1 into the next 5 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. She says do this 4 times. So that was 1. So let's do that 3 more times. Single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then single crochet in the next 5 stitches. 3, 4, and 5. That was our second time. Again, single crochet 2 in the same stitch, then single crochet 1 in the next 5 stitches. Okay, that's 3. I'm going to do it 2 more times. Single crochet 2, and single crochet in the next 5. Then the last time, single crochet 2 in the same stitch, then single crochet single crochet 1 in the next 5 stitches. 3, 4, and 5. Now we should have 28 stitches. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. There we go. It's easy enough to fix if you get too much or too less. Just make sure you count your stitches every round. She says for the next 4 rounds, we're going to be putting 1 single crochet in each stitch around. So 4 rounds, so 4 times 28 is 112 stitches. Before we get started on our 112 stitches, which pretty much makes up the body, I want to go ahead and do a little stuffing of my neck. And she recommends to not stuff the neck so tight so that you can, move the head around. And also, she doesn't want you to, right here, this part of the tail, to, tighten it so it won't move there either. Again, my kids, they grab the tail and the head the most and drag it around or spin it around or hit each other with it. So if you're going to be giving it to a kid, don't stuff it too tight, but don't stuff it too loose either, because they're going to be holding on with their little hands right there a lot of the time. And the stuffing here on the first one that I made is already coming separated. So if you're giving it to a little kid, little 3 or 4-year-old, you may want to add just a little bit of stuffing there, because they're not going to have a problem at all bending that neck. Trust me. So I'm going to stuff it, but I'm not going to do the stuffing all the way up to where I'm working. Matter of fact, I may just get rid of that, because I want to be able to single crochet around without grabbing the stuffing behind it. So stuff as you go, but don't stuff too much to where it starts affecting your workspace. Okay, now you're going to be doing 1 single crochet in the next 112 stitches. So I will see you back here when you're done with your 112 single crochets. 111 and 112. Okay. So now for round 32, she wants us to do a single crochet decrease and then single crochet in the next 5 stitches. She wants us to do this 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 1. Then we do another decrease, then single crochet in the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that's 2. So decrease, then single crochet for the next 5. That's 3. Decrease, single crochet next 5. That's 4. No, she wants us to do it 4 times. Okay, so that's the 4th. Now for round 33, we should have 24 stitches. So let's just make sure we do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Okay. Now for round 33, single crochet in each stitch around. So single crochet 24 stitches. 2, 23, 24. Okay. Now for round 34, we're going to be doing a single crochet decrease, single crocheting 2 together, and then single crocheting in the next 4 stitches. We need to do this 4 times, so we're doing 4 decreases this round. So this is the first one. Then we need a single crochet in the next 4 stitches. Okay, that's 1. Then we decrease again. Then single crochet in the next 4 stitches. 2, 3, 4, that's 2. Then we do another single crochet decrease, then single crochet in the next 4 stitches, and then our last decrease, then single crochet in the next 4 stitches. Okay, we should have 20 stitches here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay, for round 35, we need to single crochet in each stitch around. So for 20 stitches, do 1 single crochet in the next 20 stitches. 1, 20. Okay, for round 36, we're going to be single crocheting 2 together and then single crocheting in the next 3 stitches. We need to do this 4 times for a total of 16 stitches at the end. Okay, so single crochet decrease first, then single crochet in the next 3 stitches. You need to do that 4 times. So that's 1, do a single crochet decrease, then single crochet in the next 3 stitches. And that's 2. Again, single crochet decrease, then single crochet the next 3 stitches. That's 3. This is the last time. Single crochet decrease, then single crochet in the next 3 stitches. Count my stitches here. Should have 16. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay. Now I'm going to stuff my body now. Since it's starting to get towards the tail, it's going to be decreasing from here on out. Let's stuff the body while we still have a decent hole. Not too tightly. If you want to make it to where your stitches don't show through. Like I said, I'm making this for my daughter, so I'd rather her toy be stuffed, but not too overstuffed, because you still want it to have its shape. As you can see, it's starting to form. There's the head, neck. Now we're just decreasing from the body now. Good enough. Still have some room to work around the top.